Week's Rome, the Reborn Optimized analysis moving forward. All right, today we have Sages Way, and again, everything within search engine optimization is what makes your website perform. So today we're going to be looking at where they're succeeding, where they're doing great, and where they could be improving based on purely just search engine optimization and how they're being scored by Google. So let's get into it. So number one, we're going to be looking at UX, the user experience. So on this, what do these guys do? Landscape and design, pretty easy. Sages Way Landscape and Design creates innovative, edible, and okay. I don't know what this means. I've never heard of edible landscape. That's probably something very niche down. If you know landscape, it probably makes sense to you. But when I say edible, I'm trying to eat it. So that's kind of a funny thing. But anyways, getting to this is a very basic website, not necessarily a bad thing. Hey, that's cool. Before, after, cool effect. Don't know if Google is deranking them for that effect. Google has actually really changed from the parameters of, parallax design, all those things. Now it actually slows down your website, and it's bad if you do that. But anyhow, okay, so I will say, they do have a blog. Okay, they got one. Okay, they don't have a blog. They have a blog button with one blog. So they're not blogging. So before we even get into the keywords, I can already bet you money they're not going to be found for a ton of keywords. I bet they're found for their name. If they've been around for many years, maybe some other keywords. But I bet your sweet hiney that Salt Lake is a giant, very saturated landscaping companies every few miles, guarantee it. But anyhow, let's jump into the technical. So right away though, to kind of wrap that up, is the user experience is pretty poor. There was only one call to action. I'll kind of give that one like a 4 out of 10. They could definitely do some new things. I did like how they had it where the before and after. Wow, look at this. So technical SEO here on page 42 out of 100. Ton of issues in their URLs. Their resolve. No robot.txt file, no sitemap, anyway, this I'm not going to go through everything. It's very barren on the back end of the website. So whoever coded this, again, websites need to be redone. That's the nightmare. That's why you need a team. They need to be redone every few years, or at least get your website to where it's always upkept. Doing your plugins through WordPress plugins, those get outdated. You can be hacked through those plugins. So things like that. So technical SEO, not good with these guys. It's a 42 out of 100. Let's go to their performance. I had their keywords up. Let's take their domain here. Look at keyword overview. Put in their domain here. Look at this. So we got, going after this website is recognized for 172 different key phrases. Okay, remember a key phrase is, I went to the zoo last Friday night. That's a keyword phrase. No one would probably type that in, but that's a keyword phrase example. The other one would be like, where to buy Nikes at a Nike outlet. That's a key phrase. Anyhow, so they got 172. We'll dive into this. You can tell their traffic 1 year ago, almost, that is exactly, it's July right now. So 1 year ago, 466, 280, 190, 200, kind of stagnation here. And then all of a sudden they bump up. And look, so traffic 1,200. I assume all of this is going to be from like 2 keywords, if that. Domain. This is this is their trust score. 14 out of 100 for this score. 500 backlinks. What this tells me is they've gotten a lot of backlinks with no authority or very little authority from like a 0 to 10 domain. A lot of companies will give you crappy backlinks. They don't stay around for years. They could be to some third world country. A lot of crazy things could be happening. So let's look at their keywords. Look at that. Called it, guys. Sages Way. I didn't even look up the keywords beforehand. Look at this. I like to do this fresh with you guys. Sages Way, 2,900 volume, position number 1, because that's their name. Guys, 1,200 clicks. They're only getting less than 200 clicks for all the other keywords combined. So this isn't bad. You want to be known for your name. But it's bad when it comes to SEO from the standpoint of like, let's look at some better keywords if we just click this volume button here. So, some of these are not even going to be relative, but Lake Landscape gets 1,300. This could be a keyword. Salt Lake City Landscape, that is definitely a keyword. They're number 9. They only get 3. clicks. So if we did some SEO right here, link building, 2,000 word article because it's a competitive market and it's a good article, not just content. Guys, we have like a 3-step phase where it's like write the content, edit it, then give it to a copywriter, edit it again. Like it's just like so many steps to make sure it's going to actually perform. So anyhow, you can see these guys, Sage Landscape. I mean, they're on the 6th page of Google here. Sage Landscapes, the 4th page. So again, just doing all these, different, there's no relevancy on their, how are they relevant? The only thing is their domain and the one blog they have. How is Google supposed to find these guys? That's the irony, is they're not. I mean, they have one keyword that's getting them all the traffic and it's their name. So anyway, to kind of recap here, this website's probably done years ago, hasn't clearly been upkept. They probably get a ton of referral business, and that's how they're making money. But their website, you could redo a website, WordPress website. You could do that, do blogging, do link building, and make sure the website is staying up to date. So overall, guys, this one, last week I think it was a 6.1 score. This week is going to be a little lower. Very basic web design. One, get a quote. The footer is beyond ugly. This is very ugly. There's nothing going on here. No call to action either. So again, I'm going to give this one probably a 4 out of 10. Really, people, they neglect SEO, so it's hard to get a score that's high unless you're consistent. That's what you have to be with business, with life, with anything you do, and marketing especially. If you are consistent, SEO over 2 to 5 years should, and 90% of the time, it will, depending on your business, guys, so take this with a grain of salt, but you will gain more business and a better organic following versus dumping a bunch of money into ads and hoping it works. So anyways, this one's a 4 out of 10 for this week on Sages Way here in Salt Lake City. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I look forward to next week's Rome.